Hi everyone. So now let's look into sets in Python. So sets are nothing but unordered mutable sequence of objects. They are enclosed by curly braces. Sets do not allow duplicate items and is mainly used to remove duplicate elements from the sequences. So you will find many uses of sets in this regard. So suppose you have a sequence where you know that there might be duplicate sequences. So what you'll do, you will put them inside sets, and set will make sure that there are only unique elements in that. Okay, so this is very helpful. Now, moving on, sets have items in unordered way. There's no guarantee of order in sets. So we will look into it while doing our demo. So moving on, sets cannot have mutable elements like list or dictionaries. So it can be one of the interview questions where they can ask like whether we can have list or a dictionary inside a set. So the answer is no. So another one, items can be removed from set using remove function, but you cannot use del for that, right? We use del in case of lists, right? You remember. But in the case of sets, this cannot be used. So now let's moving on to some important functions that I wanted to share with you for sets. So let's see it in our demo. Now I have defined a set, and it has int, float, strings also. It has a tuple because it is immutable, so it is allowed. And I have included some duplicate items also. As you can see, float 2.8 is duplicated 3 times, right? So it is 3 times in this list. So now first thing, we will print it out, and then we will also print out the length. Okay, now let's see what happens. Now you see that, right? Initially we how many elements we had, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6, including the duplicate elements. But when I print it, it is only giving you 4, right? And also you can see the order is different from this order, right? So that's why it is called that sets do not guarantee the order of the items in the sequence. That's why you can see, and it has also eliminated the duplicate elements as well. 2.8 is only once here. So this is the beauty of sets. Okay, so now length is 1 2 3 4, and all the duplicate items has been removed. Now moving on, we can create a copy of set also. There is a function for that. There is a copy function where you can create a copy, and let's print out the new set now. Let's comment this out. Let's print out. Okay, so you can see first one is our original set, another one is the copy of that. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. Another important function is pop, right? So in set you can do a pop, and you can print it out as well. Okay, so let's print this out now. Okay, let us comment this out so that we are not mixing up things. Okay, now I'm running it again. Okay, now we popped an element, but as you can see, it can pop any random element. It is not a guarantee that it will pop the last element, the first element, or element at a particular index, because it is unordered. So this is what we have to keep in mind. Pop will not remove the last element like it was doing in case of list, right? So uh, this is the thing. Now once we print it out once again after popping, you can see it has popped out Python, and it has printed out the rest of the things, right? Now let's move on to as I have also mentioned here, to remove or pop a random element from the set, not a fixed one like the last one or something. Okay, now we can add item as well, right? Let's comment this out, and let's try to add an item. Okay, so I want to add Python. Oh, let's add something else. Software. into our set, and now print out the new set. Okay, cool. So as you can see, this is our original set. I have added software, but the software is added at random index. We don't know where it will be added. So it's just that in set you can add an element, but you never know where it will be stored, what will be its index. Okay, now you can remove the element, an item also from the set. So now let's remove it. And while removing, you have to mention the item as well, right? So yeah, so we added software, right? So now let's remove this. Let's remove the same thing. Okay, and now print it out once again. Okay, you see, first was the original set, then we added software, a string, then we removed that string, right? Now we have the final string. And also see, the first and the last set, the items are same, but their order is random. So just keep this in mind, okay? Okay, now let me comment these out. Let's go to another one so we can remove it. Yeah, so one more thing that we can do. Okay, so for that, let me copy this one and comment this out. There's a concept of superset and subset. This is one of the things that we can do with. Okay, let me define it as S1 and S2 as a, I'll take a set where I'll remove some items. Okay, so let me remove Python from the set. I just want to make sure that S2 is a subset of S1. Okay, subset means uh, S1 is the superset, means S1 has more items and S1 has, a subset of those items. Like it has total of 6 items, but 4 unique items, and it has Python also, but this one has only 3 unique items, right? So now I can print it out. Like I can say that S1 dot, sorry, is subset. Okay, is subset of what? I have to give the name of the another set also here. So now if I print it out, what will happen? I want to check whether S1 is a subset of S2, which is not correct, right? Because S1 is the superset of S2. So now let's print it out. False. So this is correct. Now let's print if S1 is a superset, which is the expected one, right? So in this case, it has to print true. See, this one is false because S1 is not an subset of S2, and this one is true because S1 is superset of S2. So these were some of the functions that I wanted to share with you for sets. I hope this has been helpful to you, and keep learning. Bye bye. See you in the next lecture.